Hello dear people and welcome to yet another exciting-ish episode about War Thunder gameplay right here on Joe Mayday's TV channel. And today we'll take for a spin this Italian beauty, the C.202EC to be precise. The upgunned model of the regular C.202 Folgore. And its new delightful feature in the armaments department are two 20mm cannons and two 12.7mm machine guns. But all of that extra firepower came with a cost. The new EC model does not climb as nearly as good as the previous one. But here is our first engagement. We have caught a P400 in a climb and we pretty easily took him out. The firepower on the new model of the EC model is quite extraordinary. And if you catch an enemy fighter in a disadvantageable position as we have, it is really super easy to take him out. But the cannons and the guns and the machine guns do feel a bit strange if you have played American planes before. Their muzzle velocity is a lot lower in my opinion, and I do believe it's a lot lower than on the American planes, so it takes some time to get your aiming in order, as it is painfully clear and obvious in this example. We missed our rounds in the first run, so we are off to the vertical again to gain back some of that altitude and then convert it into speed as we dive on the Spitfire once again. And he's making quite a sharp right turn, but we do manage to position ourselves on X6 and he goes out in flames. That is victory number 2 for the C.202EC. Playing this plane feels a lot different than playing its predecessor, because now we have firepower which we lacked before, but we have lost that brilliant aspect of the regular C.202 Folgore, its climb rate. All of that extra weight simply reduced the climb rate drastically. So in C.202 you can actually feel superior to anything on the battlefield, at least when it comes to your climb rate. In the EC model not so much. But let's get back to the game. We have engaged a Corsair that was following our friendly Bf-190. And now we try to get behind on his 6, we score a critical hit. Now I cannot position myself perfectly for a shot, but I squeeze my trigger a few times just to try to get him off the tail of our friendly. But he is persistent, so that didn't happen. So it's a bit of a disengagement, but look at this, he's making a sharp turn and we had to apply manual rudder control to throw his aiming off course. And now we are engaged in somewhat of a turn fight. Two not the best of turners turning against each other. Now I try to get a bit to the vertical to cut my turn radius a bit shorter, and it works. We score a critical hit and he's in flames. He should go down. But we have also another enemy appearing and he does go down now, making it our third kill. But the new enemy is here, the SBD-3. But also we have a couple of bombers appearing to our front left. A-20s. And those guys also are quite dangerous and can quite hurt you if you are low and slow as I am now. But I am making some distance from that SBD-3, and when I make a little bit of more of a difference between us, that will be time to start a dogfight. Up until that point I continue to extend a bit, do a bit of relatively shallow climbing, with a bit of turning to my right, all of this in an effort to bleed his energy because he's a heavier plane. So I try to gain some more altitude, bleed his energy, and then when the time is right, engage in a dogfight. And because I have absolutely no help from my teammates, I have to do this methodically and thoroughly, so see you all in a little while. And here we are, and it is time for a fight. A bit of more turning to the right to bleed out more of his energy, and now it is time for an engagement. And also other enemies have started to appear. But what is this? The enemy actually just makes a turn. But it does make sense because he's going towards his friendlies. In that general direction there is a enemy typhoon also. So we should try to make this as quickly as possible, but we are missing a lot of our shots. So we go into the vertical once again to make a pass number 2, and that typhoon is near. It was very near. And we finally take the enemy plane out, making it our 4th kill. But now we are in all sorts of trouble. There are no friendlies in sight, and there are a lot of enemies in this area. The enemy typhoon made a pass and then extended away. But there's a new enemy appearing. It is a viewfighter. So the plan now is to extend a bit further, to gain some more speed, and to do the procedure as we have done the last time versus that CBD. But this time is going to be a little tougher because there are 2 enemies behind us. And there is also one problem I have not foreseen. There are those A20s appearing right in front of us, so we are basically cornered now. And we have absolutely no support from the team. So we make a sharp left turn to make that viewfighter overshoot. And he does now, and now when it's time to engage him, I cannot engage him because I have a typhoon right behind me. So I have to accept a head-on, and Jesus, we set each other on fire. But here comes the pain, here comes the A20, pulverizing our beautiful Italian aircraft. And to make matters worse, that typhoon manages to extinguish his flames. He's pretty much okay, and we are not, we are done, we are dead. But another strange thing has happened. Both the A20 and the typhoon got credited for killing us. What the hell is with that guy, Jin? But it doesn't matter. We are dead. They are not. 4 kills, just a teensy-weensy bit short of the 5th kill, and the game is over. And another funny thing is, we are the only ones that scored a victory in this entire game for our team. Unfortunately, games cannot be won like this. But still, it was a fun game. The C.202EC is a great aircraft that delivers quite a heavy punch with its powerful armament, but it lost that brilliant, superb climb rate of its predecessor. But still, it is a good plane, it's fun to play, and even an average pilot can be quite good in this aircraft. All you have to do is to have a bit of patience and do a little bit of side climbing. And then when you are in a good altitude, just boom and zoom away towards your enemies and pound them with those powerful guns. So that will be all for today. I hope you have had a good time and you have liked the video, and if you have, please press like and subscribe buttons. And if you haven't, please do it also, because you are a wonderful person. So until the next time, have a fantastic day.